Hello and welcome back to the UKCAT tutorials. Today I'm going to be showing you an example of the technique of the abstract reasoning questions. Now these questions are fairly difficult, but if you practice a lot you'll be able to master them really quickly. It's all about identifying patterns with shapes and then being able to recognise like which one comes next or which one belongs to that set. Now with abstract reasoning, it's definitely time constrained because you only have 13 minutes to do 55 questions. Now as daunting as that sounds, if you remember, like if we look at this question, there's about 5 questions in, 5 questions in the one set, or you might call it. As soon as you identify the pattern, you can quickly answer the question. So if you get used to it and identify patterns quickly, then timing shouldn't hopefully be a problem. And I think people surprisingly do well in this section from what I've been reading about, despite them thinking, well, it's really hard. But if you really practice, you can definitely do well in this. So abstract reasoning is all about finding patterns and shapes and being able to link them to different sets and things like that. So a useful way is that what I always use is I use the scans method, which you might want to take a note of. So scans. Now what it stands for is sides, so looking at the number of sides and things like that. The colour, so looking at different colours, because different colours can mean different things. There might be a reason why something's a colour. Means angles, so looking at the amount different angles, whether they're obtuse, acute, like right angles they tend to use quite a bit, or like so angles or arrangement, like where they position and things like that. Number, so again, number of sides and numbers of things, numbers of specific shapes, so there might be a certain number of triangles or something like that. And then like size, so some shapes might be bigger than others, or symmetry, which is again something rare, but it does come up. I have seen it come up in practice questions. So take a note of that, they're useful things to look out for. And if you go through that method, it's hopefully should be one of those things that might be to do with the pattern, although they can merge things together. So we're going to practice this question, abstract reasoning 21. Again, this is in the ISC medical UKCAT practice questions. You might already have this. So what you do, when I look at the set, so I start going through my head in scans and trying to figure out the patterns. So looking at this, there's only 2 shapes in each one, and so each set has a unique thing that's different. So if we go through scans, sides, so when I'm looking at the sides, I would just quickly count them. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So the black, this one has 8, and then you've got 1, 2, so 3, 6, 9, 12. So 3, 6, 9, 12. So that has 8, that has 12. So immediately I'm thinking of a link, maybe 8 to 12. Well, you're not times by anything, you're adding 4. And then if you kind of think of a link like that, and then see if it works in others, then you know you've got it right. If not, you carry on going through scans. But looking at scans, colour's probably not going to be one, I don't think, because it's just one black, one white shape. And then size, they're all pretty standard, straightforward. So let's try. So here we've got another black shape with 3. And then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're adding 4 again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 8. 8, right. So that's 4 to 8. So yeah, immediately I've recognised it's adding 4 each time. So to get from the black to the white shape, you have to add 4 in terms of number of sides. So that has 4 more sides than the black shape, the white shape does. Now, when you've identified the pattern in set A, in set B, it tends to be something similarly linked, but like kind of the opposite. So it's not like a complete different pattern, so it's not the end of the world. So here we can see the black ones have 1, 2, 3, and circle has 1. Here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, right. So 3 to 1, 4 to 2. So yeah, so the black ones have 2 more sides than the white ones, from what I'm seeing here. Yeah, same with that, yeah. So, but as you can see, the way they've done it is that in this one, the white one has more sides, has 4 more sides, but in this one, it's the black one that has 2 more sides. So they kind of try and reverse it a little bit, so just be wary of that. And it tends to be something similar in both sets. So a kind of opposite. So if it's to do with the number of sides in A, it's likely to be the number of sides in B. So I've identified the pattern. So that's what you have to do quickly. By the way, these are type 1 questions. So they'll give you a few more of these squares and they'll just be asking you which set does it belong to. So it's A, B or neither. So we figure out the pattern. So now when we go through the questions, we can see quickly. So this moon's got 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. So the black one has 2 more. No, sorry, the white shape has 2 more than the black one. Now, in this one, it's the white shape that has more, but it has 4 more. Now, this only has 2 more, and in that one, the black one's meant to have more. So as you can see, this one's going to be a neither. It won't belong to either set of shapes. So just be wary of that. And neithers do appear often. I've seen, I mean, it could be equally A, B, or neither. So don't be afraid to put neither, because it definitely is an answer a lot of the time. This one, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the white one has 2. So, yep, black one being 2 more than the white is set B. So yeah, once you figure out the pattern, you can quickly go through it. It's really straightforward, and then you can just haste through it quickly. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. And then so immediately with this one, you can see there's 2 white shapes. And in every one, there's meant to be 1 white, 1 black. So you know that's a neither straight away, actually, without even looking at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 4. So again, another neither, because it should have, with that one, it should have 4 more if it's going to belong to set A. Yeah, or whatever, yeah. So again, I'm getting neither for that. And then this one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you've got 8 sides on the black. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 12. So 8 and 12. So that belongs to set A. So as you can see, 3 of them are neither. One's B and one's A. So neither is an answer a lot of the time. Sometimes you can identify quickly, like with that one, when it's got 2 white shapes. But yeah. So yeah, definitely quickly identify the shapes. And yeah, just get stuck in. And once you identify the pattern, it becomes really easy, really straightforward. So yeah. Right, so that's a type 1 type question. Now I'm going to be going through a type 2 question now as well. So let me just find that for you. Yes, so here. So this one, question 34. Now, as you can see, this is a type 2, so it's slightly different. What it is, you have to complete the series. They'll give you a set of shapes with a pattern, and you have to complete the series. So again, the tip is go through scans, try and find the shape. Now as you can see, with this one, it looks like it's going to be to do with colour, because there's 4 different colours. But as you can see, there's a lot of, it's rotating around. So with ones like these, there tends to be a lot of rotation with the type 2 and 3. So just be wary of that. So as you can see, the colours seem to be moving clockwise. So it's like that's going there and that went there, that's going there, that's going there. Yeah, so if you can see that. So me, that's one thing I've noticed already. And with ones like these, you can easily eliminate answers quite quickly. So when I look at this, but when we look at this one, we know it's going clockwise. So we know this shape should be black, which all of them besides that one are. So you can really cross that one off. No, it's wrong. Yep. This shape should be white. So yeah, ooh, that one's wrong as well, because that shape should be white. This shape should be the striped, and that shape should be grey. Yeah. So we're left with 2 already, and we see how we've eliminated 2 really quickly. So that's definitely a tip I'd give. Just really straightforward, you know, you can just eliminate some really quite quickly. Because not all of them are going to have the same colour, they're going to follow differently. And if you notice that really quickly, then you can definitely get rid of them. So now when we look at them, we've got to try and think what else is going to distinguish this. What's distinguish things? So as you can see, in terms of the shapes, we've seen the colour pattern. Now, because they're different shapes, there's like to be a pattern with the shapes. So as you can see, in this shape, we've got a square, yeah. But I'm going to look at which shapes are repeated into this pattern. Now as you can see, there is that type of diamond square there, and there is also the circle, but there's not these two. If we look in then, is there another way? There is an arrow and there is the hexagon, or the pentagon, sorry, not the hexagon, but there's not these two. And this one is the same. So what it is, they're repeating these first two on the left, and they're putting these over, and they seem to be moving 1, 2 spaces, 1, 2 to the next one. So these two shapes are being repeated. And again, that's just another pattern, if you notice that. And then again, that can help you work out the question. So you know, in this one, these two shapes should have to be repeated. So that should be 1, 2. So there should be a diamond there. So then immediately, because I know there should be a diamond there, and there should be a circle there, looking at here, it can't be that, it must be this one. And so from that, you can work out B is the answer. So it's just identifying the pattern, looking at different shapes, where they've ended up, if this shape's up in the next bit and the next bit and so on. So yeah, that's how you do a type 2 question. And yeah, in the end you'll only get 5 of these type 2, I think type 2 and 3 questions, and 50 of the type 1 and type 4 questions. Type 4, they're very similar. So yeah, you won't get many of these, but that's the kind of technique you need to do them questions. So yeah, I hope you found that useful. If you've got any questions, just comment below and like and subscribe or whatever. But yeah, I hope you found that useful, and good luck with your abstract reasoning question practice. Thank you.